Hey guys, hey guys, this is Thomas Rex from Speakers Club, and with me I have Petter, my partner Petter from Elevate in Norway. How are you doing, Petter?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Thomas?
It's good to see you. Are you in Poland today? I think.
Yeah, we are doing a Elevate preview in Poland, so it will get Polish people to Elevate this year.
Wow, great. I'm glad you could find a chance to get out and talk to me because I know you and I we wanted to talk to you guys listening about there's something really cool coming up soon here in the Nordic region, especially if you're an entrepreneur, because Elevate 2014 is 6 weeks, only about 6 weeks away now, actually, the biggest learning event for entrepreneurs in Scandinavia, in the Nordic region, taking place in Norway this year. And personally, I'm really proud to be part of this, Petter, with you as my partner.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas. I'm proud to do it together with you. I know one of my favorite things is that to do this event is that 2 weeks before the event, I always say, "Oh, not again." But when you see it, but on the Sunday for last year, 60% of the people was buying ticket for next year.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
and the cool thing is that we double the number on people coming to Elevate every year. So I think we're doing something right, Thomas.
Yeah, I certainly hope so, because we put so much time into it. I think that a lot of the people I talked to that actually signed up very early, even before we had the program in place, they told me that it was the energy, it was the business relationships that they got there. They said that whole feeling they created while being at the event, they had that in their body for months after. And others also told me that the business skills and the marketing skills that they got during that 3-day period were just phenomenal, and they just wanted to come back for more. And especially as a marketeer or entrepreneur these days, we know how much harder it is than just 10 years ago. Um, I'm not sure these numbers are accurate, but I think it cost about 4 times as much today to get the same market impressions as it did only 2 years ago. So it's very hard as an entrepreneur to get your message out there. You don't just compete with your competitors. You also compete with social media, such as YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. There's so much noise out there. Did you fall asleep?
Yes, you're right, Thomas. I think everyone is struggling with this problem.
let's just read.
And
Let's just.
no,
That's fine. We cut it there. So just that was just a big hole there. So just
I think
just
it was lagging.
I think there was delay on the. Okay, but just go for where you're supposed
Yeah,
to go.
I didn't hear it. I started when you was
Oh, really?
okay.
So should I start? So should we start over again?
Uh,
Should we start over again?
yeah,
Because
yeah, let's just start over again.
okay. Um, okay. Are you ready?
Is it your internet or is it mine? Because I lose you now.
I don't know. I can try to. I don't know. I think I have pretty good internet here. What about you?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Let us start over again.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. Hey guys. This is Thomas, CEO of Speakers Club in Denmark, and with me is my partner Petter from Elevate in Norway. Hey buddy, how are you doing, Petter?
I'm doing great. I'm in Poland today,
Oh,
and I'm looking at some big buildings outside there.
you're such a globetrotter,
What did
Petter.
you say?
You're such a globetrotter. You're
Oh,
traveling all the time.
I know. Yeah, I learned it from
So,
you, Thomas.
not that part. So anyway, all you guys who are listening in, it's good to be here with you. And Petter and I would just like to get your attention for just a few minutes, because something really cool is happening in the world of entrepreneurship, especially if you live in the Nordic region, because Elevate 2014 is only 6 weeks away now, and Elevate 2014 is the biggest personal leadership and entrepreneur event taking place in the region. And I'm honestly, I'm really proud to be part of this with you, Petter, and I look much forward.
Yeah, me too. I look forward. I think it's my biggest passion is to run this conference, and also that we are always improving it every year so we can give more back to the participant. And we can see that because last year 60% of the people on the Sunday when it was finished, they already bought a ticket for next year, and they didn't know anything about the speaker was coming. And also that we had double the number every year. So I think that's quite cool. So why, Thomas, do you think it's important for these people who are signed up to come back to Elevate 2014 this year?
Yeah, well, actually, Peter, I talked to a lot of the Danes who signed up very early, who were there last year, and many of them said that even though they didn't know the program, they had confidence in that we would bring some really good speakers, and I'm happy to say that we have. But they also said that special feeling, the energy and the whole networking experience that they got from coming. Many people told me that they got 1 or 2 new business relationships that just changed their life completely. So it's not just the learning, although many said that the marketing skills and the business skills that they got there were phenomenal. Many also reported that it's actually the energy, it's the relationships. But of course, marketing is important when you're an entrepreneur, because we all know that these days it's really hard to be an entrepreneur, and as a marketeer it's almost impossible to get your message out there. And I'm not sure I'm really accurate on this, but I think that today it costs 4 times as much to create the same level of impressions as it did 2 years ago. I think it's like that. It's crazy. I mean, it's so hard as an entrepreneur to get your message out there. You're not only competing with your competitors, you're actually also competing with social media, such as YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or what have you.
You're right, Thomas. I think almost everyone is struggling with this problem, and you can also see it on the low number of startups in Denmark and Finland the last year.
Yeah, that's the bad news, Actually, I'm not sure about the numbers in Finland, but you say that. I know for sure in Denmark that last year we had the lowest number of startups in Denmark, I think since 2009. So I don't know. It's not easy. It's not easy. The motivation to become an entrepreneur is definitely is lacking these days.
Yeah, and what is weird with Norway is that it had never been so popular to start up a company. So it's like a trend in Norway that everyone wants to start up. But you also see that when they start up, you see many of the companies get 6 months, 7 months, or 8 months, and they're not there even more, because you see it also on the statistics on how many will get bankrupt. So I think the biggest problem that people have is that they don't have the business skill. You can go and ask for money from the government to start up, but what should you get with 100 or 200 or 300,000 kroner if you just use them in a way that is not used at all? So I think it's much more powerful to get business skills when you should go to the government and ask, can I get some business mentor on business skills?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. So actually, that's the way you should actually spend that money you get. First of all, I'm glad to hear that that things are going better in Norway and we have more startups working there. Also, in my opinion, Petter, that's actually one of the good reasons that we should bring people together from the different countries in the region so they can learn from each other. And if Norway is going well and they are highly motivated, maybe they can rub that off on some of the Danish ones. And maybe the Danes, they have some experience that they can share with the Norwegians. That's good. I got to share, however, I don't know, I think you said something about the mortality. I think the mortality rate in Denmark among startups is about 30% in the first year. So 30% of startup companies in Denmark, they don't make it through the first year. Is that the same in Norway?
Yeah, I think it's almost the same in Norway, and I also think if you Google statistic all over the world, I think that's the statistic all over. because a lot of people, they don't have the skills and they don't have the network and the people around them to have these things. So yeah.
Well, anyway, here's the thing. You and I, before we actually make this call, we agreed that we want to give something to our listeners. We have made this 3-part video program with some of the top trainers that are coming to Elevate this year, and the best part of it is that it's 100% free, and we asked various participants from last year, from Elevate 2013, what was the biggest challenges that they are facing, and what can we do to help them? What can we do to make it better? And for one, a lot of people were really struggling identifying what is their passion, what are their goals, what do they want to do with their business, where should they focus. And as you might remember, one of our big mentors, Keith Cunningham, saying the definition of disaster is running in the wrong direction with enthusiasm. And I think that's so true. Many people might be passionate and eager, but they have no idea which way they're running. So it ends up in a disaster. So that's one point. Other problems that people talked about was definitely the marketing issue. It's so hard to get your message out there these days, and there's all this clutter and noise in the marketplace today. So much competition, social media, etc., which just basically means that only a very small portion of the messages that you send out are actually being received. And entrepreneurs, they're really struggling with within this field of marketing.
And I also think that a lot of entrepreneurs, or what they say is that they don't have a stayer. They stop. I think Tony Robbins says something about you just have one step to the door when you're giving up. Like, you could have succeeded if you just have stayed there a little bit longer. And it's also hard when you get maybe a contract that you lost that could give you millions, or you get an employee that was really good that stops working for you. When all these things happen, it's hard to stay motivated also. So so it's hard to be an entrepreneur. And one guy I know, he said that the biggest personal development you can have is to be an entrepreneur, because you get so many hits in your face.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, I love what you say about many entrepreneurs. They give up just before they reach their goal. You know, that whole get in line, stay in line. Many people, they get defocused right before they reach their goal. They step out of line and start all over again from scratch, and that's really a shame. And yes, it's true. You cannot be a business owner. You cannot be an entrepreneur and not work with personal leadership. There's no way around it. There's only you who have the responsibility. There's only you to set the goals and motivate yourself and motivate your employees. There's only you to handle the crisis and the stress and make everybody happy and work with the discipline. So as a business owner, you have to work with personal leadership. So these problems are some of the ones that are common for entrepreneurs. And with that in mind, we put together this 3-part video training series, which you guys can actually access online for free, and we really hope that this will help prepare you for the common challenges in the market. And the reason that we put together this program is also to give you a little taste of the values that are associated to Elevate 2014. This preview should give you an appreciation of our product and what you can expect from our live event end of October. Better? Oh, fuck.
Hello. 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 Thomas.
There you are.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know how much we got. you froze out somewhere.
Yeah.
Where should we take it from? Should we try to take it from?
I think we can just start from scratch again.
Really? Okay.
Because if we need to have one video, we cannot clip it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we can actually. But anyway, let's just try some. I think it went pretty well. I think we can clip it though. I think we should just try to take it from where you come in, number 3, just to see if we can clip it. Okay, and then we'll try to make one from scratch afterwards. Are you okay with that?
So I should start an entrepreneur have a hard time to be a stayer?
Yeah. Entrepreneurs are having a hard time staying motivated and focused. Yeah, all that thing. Yeah.
I also think one of the biggest problems that entrepreneur has is that they give up right before they reach the goal or had success. I believe that it's all about to have the stayer and also don't focus on too many things on the same time.
Yeah. Clever words. Clever. Stay. Get in line. Stay in line. Yeah, I totally agree, Peter. I totally agree. So these problems, they are just a few among those that exist for entrepreneurs today, not just Scandinavian or Nordic entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs in general. But we put together a 3-part video program, which all you guys out there listening in, you can actually access online for free. And it's our hope that this will help prepare you for the coming challenges in the market. And the reason that we put together this program is also to give you a little bit of taste of the value associated with Elevate 2014. It should hopefully give you an appreciation of our product and what you can expect from our live event from end October to 2nd of November.
Yeah, if I got the tools and insight from world-class teacher in entrepreneurship and mental training before I did my first startup, I will save me for millions of kroner and millions of frustration.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I for one, the first three startups I made went bankrupt. Yeah, because I didn't have the right focus, I had the wrong values, and I didn't have the skills. I didn't have the business skills to start up. I had a really strong feeling that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I didn't know what to do. And actually, I first managed in my 4th try. That's the first success I had as an entrepreneur. So in this 3-part video series, you will see the first video will be with Erik at Meets. He will teach you how to get the attention of your customers. He will teach you inception marketing and generally how to deal with marketing. There's a lot of really, really valuable tips for you in that video.
And the second video is with Janet Atwood, and she will teach you how you can stay and have passion, or also when the bad days comes up, and really have focused on why you're doing it, and also find out what your real passion is.
Yeah, it's so important. So important to be passionate, right? I mean, the combination of being passionate and having the right business skills, That's what it takes to become successful, right? And the third video is with our friend, our Swedish friend, our good friend Anders Haglund, who was also at Elevate last year, and people just wanted him back this year. And Anders, he will talk to you about how to change on your routine and how to be present at whatever it is you do, how to be focused, and generally how you can find out to be better than you think you are.
And another thing is that networking is one of the most important objectives to move your business to the next level.
Yeah, that's a bullshit ending. Who the fuck wrote this? let's just skip that shit, okay? Let's just go. So enjoy, everyone. I'm just gonna
enjoy it and see them and share them.
Yeah, exactly.